Getting his shot off in traffic.
There's not much doubt that he's going to declare for the NBA draft. And then the question becomes, is he 1 or 2?
Great question. But he's going to has a long career ahead of him.
Got it. That's inside.
Two fabulous careers that Redick had, and also Leitner, arguably one of the best NCAA careers that anybody has had.
I would say so.
Yeah.
4-year. Capped it off in a wonderful fashion with a national championship. Here's Kenard. Whoa! On the way down, yes it was. Benson for Oregon. 3-on-2. Picked off quickly the other end. Kenard got it. Blue Devils lead by
a little bit. They've been rattled by this defense. What they need to do in the offensive end is, as Coach K said to Allie at the half, play with confidence. Play as if you're mature and not young.
Here's Allen.
Good lane.
Kenard, yes.
How about Plumlee?
But that was significant.
It sure was. I'm in agreement with that statement. The way this NCAA tournament has gone, you just never know what can happen at the end of games. But
here's Kenard, guarded by Brooks. Boucher comes over, and that one's good.
Like Kenard has to get in the lane.
5 on the shot clock. Benson. Plumlee with a rebound. 1:40 to go. But the margin is 13.
Just can't get a real easy shot off.
Well, no, but they get some shots they've made.
Yeah. I mentioned before, Duke's so explosive offensively. Their biggest issue with Yale is going to be, can they stop Yale and not have to trade baskets?
In the first meeting, Yale shot 48% in the first half. But then the wheels came off at Cameron. That's a big...
Sears come to play. He's experienced this Duke team before. And as I said, without Emil Jefferson, he may wind up having an advantage.
Kick out. Kenard. Oh, he's got the touch. Him the other day in the victory over Baylor. Downey's a junior from Lake Forest, Illinois.
It was Downey and Reynolds when Sears and Sherrod went down in foul trouble.
Corner pop. Luke Kenard is in the paint. Throws it up towards the rim. And Sears has taken the collar. He is 0 of 4 from the field.
Fortunate they didn't call a foul on Plumlee.
Kenard is smoking hot. Working against fellow 7-footer. And a baby hook comes up short over Plumlee.
And right now, this is the kind of pace UNCW wants to play.
Largest lead of the half for the Seahawks. They are 6 of 12 from downtown. Kenard struggling on the offensive end for Duke. He lines it up and buries it. A triple.
Demetrius Jackson lets one fly. And Kenard runs it down. So a slow start. 2 minutes in, neither team has scored. Duke had to play yesterday. They were not one of the top 4 seeds. And they had a spirited battle with NC State. Notre Dame seeing its first action of the tournament.
Pop has a great abhorrence for turnovers, and you could tell him it disgust him in Mike Bray's conversation with Allison for the turnovers.
Cody Martin's pass lost by his twin brother Caleb. Kenard lays it in.
That guy, he is over 8 free throw attempts a game, Cap Barber. Legitimate three-point shooter this year, and the in-between game is there as well.
Kenard, nifty. In NC State's loss at Duke on February 6th, they lost 88-80. Abu had 16 points and 17 rebounds, taking advantage of the absence of Jefferson. Today's game has been tied already 11 times, and there have been 10 lead changes. So they played in 2 games about as tight as you can be in. Luke Kenard, nice move.
He is.
As if to say, what are you doing taking that shot? And then it went in. Sean Kirk is on the floor. There he is up guarding Kenard. I think Kenard, a very small but quick player in Cap Barber. Jones the rebound. I don't know if Ingram will wind up being the first pick, but he's probably moved up some draft boards.
Good
back
follow.
and forth they go.
Yeah, just good follow. I know Cap Barber gets blocked, but he's recognized Plumlee was on him from distance, had to guard him a long way, and eventually he was going to make something good happen for his team.
Good hands by Barber. He and Allen hit the deck. Shot clock at 11. Kenard got rid of Cody Martin and banged one home. Double team and threw it away. That should be an easy 2 for Kenard. Rowan wants to launch it, but Grayson Allen's too close. Thornton to Kenard. The up and under scoop. He doesn't want to land hard on that right elbow again. 5-point game. Kenard, soft touch, hung on the rim and decided.
Boy, and what a steal by Marcus Page. The last couple of possessions that Duke has been on defense, they've been in a 2-3 zone, and North Carolina's had a couple opportunities. But Duke is starting to show some light. He's got quickness. He gets off the floor quickly. And North Carolina is getting almost whatever they want on the glass. And right now the challenge is staying in front of Grayson Allen because he is one heck of a driver.
Kenard, his second 3 in a row. For a 2 seed should somebody stumble. Miami lost handily to Virginia Tech, but of course a lot will be decided during championship week. We'll be in Washington for the ACC tournament. Also, Jay, we're going to have the pleasure of being in Albany. Nice drive by Kenard. We're going to Albany. Much improved player from last year.
Much improved. The one thing that North Carolina's done better in this game, they've already made like 3 or 4 times the jump shots they did in the last ball game, where they made, what, 1 of 19?
Yep, they made 1 3 and 1 of 19 on jumpers in game 1. Kenard. They've got 24 offensive rebounds. They've gotten 18 second chance points off those 24 rebounds.
Yeah, they had 10 second chance points in the first half. But they should have a lot more given the job that they've done on the glass, and Duke being in this 2-3 zone where it's really difficult to get blockouts.
Kenard got it.
Well, that kid is just
Warriors. They're 17 seconds away.
And to walk out outright ACC champions. And they're going 1-3-1.
Kenard got it. And now Page.
Township. Kid is 9 of 12 from the field. Jay Johnson, he had a bank 3 against the Cubs. Don't want to bring that up. But a hustle kid, too. Thornton on the outside. 10 to shoot. Kenard lines it up. Book it. A 3. It'll really stretch you because of the ability to shoot it and drive it. Plumlee, the back tap off the Ingram miss. Allen kicks it out. Kenard nails it. It's a triple. Mismatch size-wise, particularly in the box area, they've been exploited by Pitt. Nice denial on the open. Kenard put it on the board. Kenard.
In ACC play, he is shooting 49% in conference play from three-point land, second best in the league.
Terrific catch-and-shoot guy. And here we talked about earlier about Florida State mixing up their defenses, a little zone, little man, little full-court pressure as well. Ball's got to get to the middle, off the bounce or off the pass to force that defense to collapse, and Duke will be able to get some good looks. How about a good look there?
If Leonard Hamilton can keep this group together, and if this group learns how to play some defense, and they get the size back when they get healthy next year in the front line, and he's got something. He's got a team here that could make a lot of noise, but he seems so frustrated, as Kenard does what so many have done this year. Allen in the corner. Kenard with the follow. Allows Florida State to set up the press.
The problem is you got a guy at 6'9" and Brandon Ingram that can see over the top of all that pressure, which really puts your defense at a disadvantage.
Kenard allows the flyby. Hits the jumper. He throws it up to the rim. Plumlee can't finish. Ingram's got it. His lay-in won't go. That was blocked. Kenard a follow. Plus the foul.
Why not? Say, you know what? We want $20 million, $25 million. Write the check out. Let them have to do that, but don't penalize innocent kids. What did they do? It's the only system I know where innocent people get really penalized for the acts of others. And you got to find the coach. If the coach is involved, get him out. He can't go. Six. As a Billy Thompson.
Denied the open shooter. Rebound tipped to midcourt and right to Ingram. .440 to go here in the opening half. And Duke on top 27-24. Been an incredible week for the Blue Devils.
Oh, nice cut without the ball.
And the lefty sticks it in. Grayson Allen with 21 in this game. High off that backboard, but Plumlee wants to go right back out for Kenard. His three-pointer all net.
I'll tell you what.
Play by Thornton. Blocked by Hicks.
Kenard shot off on the baseline, and Duke will regroup.
Well, Carolina really defended that well. It looked like Kenard was going to have an easy three, but he was forced into a baseline drive, and help was right there to cut off the baseline.
Kenard gets inside, and the lefty banks it in to bring Duke back within one.
Well, that's just you got a big guy guarding Kenard, and they're going to put him in a ball screen and drive him.
Carolina a little loose with the basketball this time down. Kenard with a shot fake, baseline jumper. Duke has the lead.
Well, what a terrific play
to fix some of the matchups at the other end.
Well, that's really the issue. And you're going to have to see if you can weather that on the defensive end, because you have such an advantage on the offensive end.
Boy, Kenard is feeling it right now. Corner three, Duke by
extended minutes in this one. And Duke has to avoid foul trouble going down the stretch in this one.
Let's go to Shannon.
Well, you saw Coach K kneeling down and over top of Matt Jones. He was holding his hand. Matt Jones obviously in a lot of pain, and when they did walk him over to the bench, guys, he was not able to put any weight.
Two defenders and get two to play the ball. There's some good things on the back end of that. Duke essentially in a floppy set. Two screeners down low with Luke Kenard looking to work off Theo Pinson.
Kenard into the paint. Forces it up with his right hand, his offhand.
To take the lead. 1-3-1 again.
Jackson over the top now. Duke's last lead was at 20-18. Kenard. And they've got the lead.
In and night out. 4 points for Donovan Mitchell, the freshman from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Boy, having flashbacks to the Doctors of Dunk in those throwback uniforms. He looked like Lancaster Gordon throwing that down. He's got another step on his ladder that other players don't have.
Luke Kenard for three. His first. At the other end, Anas Mahmoud from Egypt. We talked to Mike Krzyzewski before the game, Jay, about Louisville. Asked him about Louisville. The first player he mentioned who was impressing him lately for Louisville was Anas Mahmoud.
Well, he's added a different dimension. He had 15 points against Georgia Tech. 13 of those came in the second half. Nice job on Damian Lee. Hasn't let him get anything easy to get going.
I wonder if Lee's knee is still bothering him. The shot blocked by Grayson Allen as Lewis tried to shoot halfway through the second half. Another dandy on Big Monday.
Louisville looks like they're a little man-to-man. Duke in a 1-4 set.
Kenard turned the corner with help from a Plumlee screen. Looked like the ball got knocked out of it.
They sold out to get an easier penalty ultimately in the end. They sold out on a bunch of kids who played their hearts out, and there's no way in the world that these kids should be penalized for the actions of others. I mean, kids like Lee and Lewis who came there, fifth-year players, I'd say shame on you that they're not allowed to play in the tournament, and I don't understand the rush why they couldn't wait for that.
Last missed a game. That was 1995. Duke started out that year 9-3. Remember, he took that leave of absence following back surgery. Duke went 4-15 under Pete Gaudette the rest of the way. It got ugly.
In terms of under double figures, there's no question he will get going, put some points on. He's been brilliant recently.
Two more 30-point games. It becomes just the fifth ACC player to do it in 5 straight games. J.J. Redick was the last man to do it in 2006. The hot hand is Kenard. Baby hook, but short. Plumlee able to deny him. It comes back to Kenard. He wants to run. In transition. Swatted out of the sky by Martin. And
His stock is going up, Barbara. Really going up.
And the last time they led, it was 4-2.
There's that 2-3 zone. Duke staying on the perimeter, not getting into gaps.
Kenard shot. Yes! Right back with sophomore.
He's feeling
it. And boy, has he gone on the boot connects again.
Well, Freeman did a great job creating a 2-on-1 scenario with his penetration.
4-point game. Kenard won't wait. He sticks another three. Behind the back, what a dish. Kenard free, but short. Rebound comes right back to the lane.
Give him 3 opportunities.
That too, the 6'7" freshman. So we have 2 of the better freshman shooters in America here today.
Well, you know, Rowan had some big shots in that first half.
Kenard again, that time with the lane.
One of his own defenders does. You screen, that creates enough of a gap. Jorgensen got into that gap, got into the paint, and was able to find the big on the baseline.
And it's Kenard right to the basket. Nobody comes over from it in. For Jacobs from 15 feet. He pounds his way inside. Ingram turns it away. And now Jones for Kenard.
Defense, when they play man-to-man, which they will most of the night, he'll be close to Ingram. Luke Kenard, the freshman, nice little stutter. Count the basket.
Defenses by Miami.
Another lob. Very athletic going to the rim. That time Sheldon McClellan couldn't finish.
You got to convert that. He was wide open. You got to make that play happen.
Kenard's open for 3, and he's coming out of a little behind him.
Tremendous offensive rebound, but a solid defensive play by Plumlee on the interior.
Luke Kenard ran into some traffic. Looked like Brandon Ingram didn't know whether to screen or not. With the right hand, it's
that pinch post.
Tied at 2, long-range shot, no good, and loose ball, scramble for it at midcourt. Still scrambling.
That's pretty good.
And Duke has the ball. This is Ingram.
He can make threes, put it on the deck. They like those screen, give him an opportunity.
Kenard on the drive.
Like that. Put in as we saw Boo go to commercial. Just attacking the 10.
Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. NC State leading at 31-22. Kenard for 3. Got it.
After the timeout, up, stop the penetration. Good preparation by State.
He has 7.
Kenard's got to keep himself busy.
Ingram on the baseline and kicks it. Here's Allen kicking it out to Kenard for 3.
That's what they need. Dribble drive means so much to them. Strong at that rim. Nice hesitation.
Good move by Luke.
During the week against Georgia Tech, this is his first attempt.
Notre Dame wants to get into a half-court game. They don't want this game to be too fast. If it's up and down, huge advantage for Duke.
Luke Kenard with a 3. And the
Jackson, that's a key matchup in this game because Jackson is an excellent scorer at the guard spot.
lob inside, tipped away by Plumlee. Duke ball. Kenard got off to a slow start this season, but playing better and better, becoming more and more a part of the offense, averaging just about 12 points per game now. Ingram guarded by V.J. Beecham.
And that's an important matchup as well. Beecham was challenged with this matchup by Mike Bray to take on Brandon Ingram.
Kenard switches hands and floats it in.
Peter is just a freshman. He's a young player. He's going to get there. He's just not there yet.
Kenard off the inbounds. And the
offensive rebounding exchange. It was a gritty one. And the grittiest was Bonzie Colson.
A 6'5" player who will play either the 4 or the 5 for the Irish. Kenard in some traffic, gets out of it, and gets the roll. What a diving dish.
That was a really nice defensive possession for Derek Thornton, the freshman. Made Demetrius Jackson take an incredibly difficult shot, one that he's capable of making. But that's the issue with fouls. Make your opponent take a tough shot. Don't foul him and bail him out. Smart play.
Kenard for 3. Got it. Vastoria guarded by Allen. Allen stays with him. Vastoria has it taken away by Kenard.
And in this game, you got a bunch of young players going against some older ones that really know how to play. And Kenard has had a great game.
And they've got a great record here at home, but They're getting tested and then some by Notre Dame right now, and Brandon Ingram is on the bench with 4 fouls in this game.
Duke looking to spread the floor and drive the best matchup they can, and the matchup was can, and then look to drive. And then if you overhelp, then they can kick it to a three-point shooter or maybe drive that closeout. Wow.
And Kenard makes it after the ankle.
Mike Krzyzewski upset that one of the players, I guess, was talking to his bench, and he jumped right off the bench. Both coaches have been incredibly fiery in this one.
Kenard again. 20
from Duke running at him. He'll be able to put it on the deck and try to get to the rim. That was a nice pull-up, Jay. Good read by him.
The freshman Luke Kenard off the bench, bottoming out at 3. Dribble. Blossom game with the jump hook. Rolls in and out.
Bob, how many times have we seen that for Clemson here on the offensive end early in this game?
Kenard hits a 3.
And for Duke, those opportunities to make the extra pass and get some easy opportunities for his teammates will be there. Nicely executed on that possession.
Kenard fades away, knocks down a 2. He's got to top 10 teams.
Duke has brought Brandon Ingram back in this game, and Brandon Ingram and Marshall Plumlee, folks, both have 4 fouls.
Kenard left alone at the free throw line, and that is a very...
When he was at the University of Maryland. That's the way this college game seems to be going, with graduates and guys transferring.
I do my boards in pencil now.
And a good follow in.
Ingram, again, his length serving him well that time.
No question, Buzz Williams has had an impact at Virginia Tech.
4th-year juniors, 5th-year seniors, and they've got a terrific backcourt in Rodriguez and McClellan.
Remember now, that's what Jim took to the Final Four when he was at George Mason. That was an experienced team.
And that's what we won the ACC championship with. That's what the last 4 ACC champions have.
What? It wasn't even a good pass to set him up for a shot, but the defense had collapsed so far. He still had time to collect.
Yeah, I mean, he had the presence of mind to kick it back outside, knowing that he didn't have the shot.
Kenard drives the lane, and the natural lefty gets 2. Crawford down the lane, and the follow from Thomas. Kenard pump fakes his way inside the arc, and a 2 for the freshman.
Happy to see Plumlee in the game. Plumlee not as mobile, not able to guard him off the bounce when he's on the perimeter. But this is where the problem for Wake Forest lies, the inability to keep guys out of the paint. And time, and his team is now depending on him as he's come into a feature role. But after that championship game where he literally brought Duke back from the brink with his stellar play offensively, you knew he had it in him, and he's just carried it over this year.
Kenard fights off contact into the corner. A kick out. Ingram a 3. Now Miller McIntyre has it taken away, and Kenard gets the bucket.
Got away from being able to come back. They have got to be able to seal off that middle. Back off the shooters and force them maybe to take some jump shots. Oh, that's a travel.
Allen got away with a walk. He got caught in between where he was going to go with it. And Kenard is the beneficiary, plus a foul.
Making himself available has really given Duke a lift.
16 is a new career high. And as the shot clock expires.
Yeah, and you know, when you have a young team and you're playing the defending national champion, you want to get off to a quick start and keep that confidence rolling. And I thought that this team is playing with as much as they've had all year. Jallo, the runner, Mesniaks, and Kenard on the run out. 1-on-2, and got the roll. The rebound. Jones goes to work. Plumlee. Here's Kenard on the floor for the first time in the second half, spelling Thornton. And a nice pass from Ingram. Any freshman, though, especially one as highly touted as the 6'9" youngster is from Kinston, North Carolina. Kenard, little runner. Got the roll. Second game one, he's finished with his right hand. Clifford tried to throw it inside. They go backdoor to Owens. And turned over to the Blue Devils. Tell you what, that Duke game at Wake Forest is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Danny Manning's got his team playing better.
Absolutely. There's Kenard again. They got 62 with 6 minutes and change to play. They have had 8 games with 85 or more, and there's Kenard scoring. Well, the thing that comes to mind when you talk about Ingram is teams in the ACC may have a guy like that, but do they have 2 guys, right? That can defend. The skill set of Ingram. Here's Kenard baseline. Got a 14-second differential as Allen. His shot rebounded by Plumlee. Kenard over the top 11 on the spin. As he finishes with 14 points and 5 rebounds compared to the 26 he had the other night in the win over Elon.
Well, things got so out of shape. Duke had 70 points at the half in that game. Mike Krzyzewski told his team no fast breaks in the second half.
Thornton in the corner, double team coming, and almost turned over. Here's Jones with 3 on the clock. Kenard a triple.
It's very difficult for Elon to guard all these guards and Duke that put the ball on the floor so well.
Peter rebounds the miss by Swoop. Here's Kenard, open 3, and it rattles in. The state of Ohio. Eddie forced it. Right now, Elon not taking good shots, not taking care of the basketball.
And one of the things that we have to mention, Luke Eddy actually tore his ACL December 20th of last year. Against Duke here 5 days earlier, he was great playing against, of course, Tyus Jones and Quinn Cook. They gave Duke everything they wanted on the perimeter. They had no match with Jaleel Okafor, but Eddy still not 100% coming back from the ACL injury. With the type of skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to the basketball court.
Ingram shot fake. They'll take it back out. He's picked his game up over the last 4 contests. What's changed?
Well, confidence won. I mean, as a freshman, getting used to the speed of the game and the way that it has to be played at the college level, especially when you're used to being the man. And Grayson Allen got off to such a great start. Ingram kind of was in the back seat.
Kenard beats the shot clock.
Point advantage in the second half this year. It's simply about playing the way that you have to play to be successful. On Wednesday when you have a conference game, don't allow this to affect your confidence. Go out and do what you do best and allow it to help you get a win later in the week. Kenard for this team alongside Greg Kubeck. Those are not the most high-profile names that you'll see in the Duke program, but they got to win.
Kenard.
Going to keep doubling him to try to help Plumlee avoid that 5th foul. Chapman the miss. Hurdle. Boy, he got knocked to the ground. The Utah bench in an uproar. They thought that should have been the 5th on Plumlee, and Kenard scores at the other end.
Oh, they got 3 opportunities.
Allen barely grazed the rim. Kenard anticipated.
4 opportunities in an offensive rebound. That was a lot because of Neil Jefferson.
Kenard got his own rebound. And score.
How many have we seen? They've done well in all sports down here. Basketball as well. Mike White now coaching. Kevin White, the AD of Duke Center, Florida.
2-point game. Luke Kenard. Big shot. Another.
Just get in his zone, man. Just let him go through you. Yeah. Oh, no.
Kenard, he got fouled. Shooting a 3.
With all of these young players, what a drive.
No good. Rebound. Ingram the other way. This is a 4-on-1 Duke break. And finally, Kenard gets, and a wild drive to the basket is good by Mike Hughes.
And that's our guy, Mike Hughes, number 2 in dark, who we said for Georgia Southern to win this one on the road, he had to be big.
Kenard with the up and under move. You said that seemed like a pretty definitive answer. Deep 3 by Kenard. Finally. And a 123rd straight win against a non-conference opponent at home. Kenard.
Magic when he was at Michigan State? Or was he just Urban then?
Probably just Urban.
Just Urban?
He's always been Magic. They might not have called him that. Of course, he bleeds Carolina blue. No question about that. Had an amazing dunk here back when I was in school. A big rivalry game.
Duke UNC, he goes under the basket, almost like he's in a duck contest.
61 then? No, 61.
You were just a baby, just getting started. 4 points for Plumlee. Misses the second effort. Another second effort for Duke.
Second and third opportunities should just kill you. Plumlee lays some big screens, man.
Kenard on a hard drive, left-handed lays it in.
He's a driving player.
Maybe South Carolina and Maryland, which was one of those old-fashioned back-and-forth games that was done in less than 2 hours, but guys were free to make offensive plays.
Well, trying to take away that physical contact.
Kenard's three, knocks it in. What a big heart you have. Johnson will swing this for Yogi Ferrell. His shot won't hit, and he's had that kind of a game so far tonight, taken away by Kenard.
We said the first 5 minutes are important. Well, they are important. Indiana has not scored yet here in this half. Have not scored with their offensive prowess because Duke is a better defensive team than Indiana. And that is the difference in this game.
0 for 5. Kenard open underneath. Nice feed there from Jefferson.
The season started, he was their best low post scorer. Without him, it's easier to get out and pressure the perimeter jump shooters of Utah State.
Yeah, big blow there. The redshirt sophomore forward. Great hedge there from Plumlee, and it forces the turnover given to Kenard. Had Allen open on the wing, but didn't see him.
Utah State needs to get Chris Smith back in the game, and they need to get him going.
Kenard
on there. And when you're a big player, you've got to establish yourself, but you need to be patient and try to move the defense.
Trying to run Kenard off of screens for a three. The freshman drives, draws contact, and the bucket falls.
Easy open looks.
What is it about Thornton's game that allows them to up the tempo?
I mean, he is a point guard. He's a facilitator. He's a guy that's going to look to push it and attack.
That is the Luke Kenard.
And that will happen sometime in the beginning of January.
It's always good. I like the tech support to college basketball analogy. That may be the
first. Like is that a good one?
Good. I like that. It's always the first solution.
You can employ me at any time you like, by the way.
Whenever it's frozen, have you restarted yet? Kenard comes off the screen. He likes the three. Thornton with the lob. A little too high for Jeter. Jefferson tracks it down the backcourt for the Blue Devils. Up 62-36.
When you think about one and dones, when you think about Duke and Kentucky and maybe even Kansas, but you look at Emil Jefferson as a senior and look at the manner in which he played, his maturity, and what he brings to this basketball team.
Kenard keeps.
Yeah, it was only intimidating when we were down about 30 and we hadn't shot a free throw yet.
Jones from the wing finds himself inside the arc. Now back up top for Thornton straight away. Kenard forced out of the shot. 3-pointer. Rattles it home. Kenard.
And 6 early for the whip and poof. The flying whip and poof. That's a 2 in the first half. Sherrod is already fouled out. Nick Victor picked up 2 early ones in the first half as well.
And Sears and Sherrod controlled this game in the first half. Sears sat out probably the remaining 6 minutes of the first half, and then Sherrod got his third foul with 3 minutes left to go. And that's really where the game changed for Duke.
His father,
Thompson.
That was John Thompson. Oh, was he special. The heavyweight man. I used to love watching him in the garden here against Louis II.
Had that towel going.
Oh, towel, the sweater by Louis.
A ferocious coach. Really built this program.
They changed it on a little zone here, a little matchup.
Kenard, who is over his last 9, breaks that.
Copeland looks very impressive here early in this game.
Plumlee back in on the high set. Back to Kenard. He'll drive it down the lane. Takes it back. He's spun it in.
They helped off of Kenard. They got lucky that he missed that 3, and here he is on the other end.
Kenard not going to miss that one.
Score last year in the NEC and Starks. You got to find it from somewhere. And how about Emil Jefferson on this side? He's just so relentless.
6 last night. And a nice finish inside there by Petway.
Yeah, and a nice pass. This is a good passing Bryant team. They've shown the ability to be unselfish, and they run good stuff.
Kenard. 8 rebounds now for the third Plumlee brother to play basketball here at Duke.
Yeah, I was joking that Emil, when he first got here, when he was in high school, when he first got to Duke, had no control over his body. Marshall, much of the same way.
Kenard, long three. Minute 28 to go. A rare miss for Hunter Ware from the three-point line. Thornton pushes it ahead. Luke Kenard.
Is much more serious. No call made there. There was a foul in any event before he was hit by Fisher.
Yeah, and Evan Fisher, 6'8" freshman. And you watch him, he's learning this game, and he went over and apologized to Grayson Allen. Not back, waiting, settled into good defensive position.
Kenard, his 17-footer is going to fall in. Is terrific. Jefferson zips it up ahead for Kenard. He wants to go. He'll lay it in. So 2:50 to go, right with 17. So he has acquitted himself very well coming into Cameron Indoor for the first time. Kenard's jumper, yes.
That's a play I think he's going to be very good at. Duke enters the ball.